right now on day 3 of lockdown in South Africa. It's quite late. It's 17 minutes past 5. It's been a bit of a day. I haven't been feeling well. So this morning I felt pretty rotten, and I spoke with my doctor, and he's given me a script for antibiotics. So, and I haven't been able to get any deliveries. I still haven't had any luck from supermarkets or pharmacies. It's just the sites keep crashing, and I've spoken to the shops and to the banks, and they don't seem to know what's wrong. And I mean, there's not much they can do, I suppose. I don't know. I felt a bit frustrated, but anyway, it's crazy times and they're inundated. So I went out and I went to the pharmacy and I got my antibiotics. And I mean, I was covered from head to toe with gloves and masks and sanitizers. Everything was sterile around me. I was like in this bubble of sterility. Is that a word? I kept telling people to stay away from me. I'm sick. And then I would say, well, it's bronchitis. But you know, a lot of people, when I say to them I'm sick, they're like, oh, and they don't move away from me. I'm like, I'm spewing phlegm, I'm coughing, I look like shit, and there's a pandemic, and they're like, oh, okay. There were one or two nice people, but I was trying to do everything. I mean, I sanitized my cards before I handed them over to the tellers and everyone. I tried to. I mean, it's more than likely bronchitis that I've got, but you know, just in case. And I'm able to speak now properly. Earlier, when I came back, I was so breathless. I could barely get a full sentence out. But I've been lying here now for a while, and I've rested. It's like when I'm lying down, I feel fine. But as soon as I get up and start moving around, I get breathless, I get tired, I feel weak. And I get bronchitis every year, so it's fine. And I'm tired. And then I decided, well, I'm out here, I'm at the pharmacy, I may as well go get food since I was all out of fresh food. And there's only so much canned tuna that you can actually eat. So I went, and as I predicted, they have had time to restock the shelves, so that was great. I could get most of what I needed. But again, people, I mean, I just, like this one lady, she was driving me crazy the whole time. She leaves her trolley in the middle of the aisle, and then she stands at the fridge or the freezer, whatever it is, with the door open, and she starts digging through stuff or just staring at it. Never mind that other people need to get past you or also want to get in there. And she takes her time, and I kept bumping into her, and she's like always in the spot where I want to get to or just want to get past. I had to keep asking her, may I please get past you? Move your fucking trolley to the side and don't hog the fridge. If you don't know what you want, the fridges are glass, so stand back and look. Stay that way. Let other people have a chance to get in there. Oh, I'm just ranting away again. And there were a number of people doing that. I mean, I know no one's in a rush to go anywhere, so they were just sort of milling around the shop staring at stuff. Some of us are trying to get in and out quickly without contaminating ourselves. Can you guys please move to the side or practice social distancing? Allow people to get past you and stop hogging the fucking fridges. So I got most of what I needed. And then I thought, well, you know, I've been on a low-carb diet since 2013. And I thought, if the world's coming to an end, or if I'm sick and I get virus or whatever, I'm not dieting up to the end. Okay? So I got chips. I got lots of chips. And I got a big, fat, flipping slab of dark chocolate. You know, the Lindt. The lovely 70% dark chocolate Lindt. But, it's got the sea salt in it. Oh, I'm so looking forward to that. I have to ration it though, because I'm not going out again. I'm not leaving this house again. So, not for as long as I can. So I came home and I'm feeling like shit. And I'm lying here huffing and puffing, trying to get breath. I take my antibiotics, and as soon as that's in, the first thing I do is I eat a packet of chips and a banana. like carb overload. It was so good. And then I felt fat and guilty, but yeah. And I was thinking about chips. You know, in South Africa we call them chips. In England they call them crisps. What do they call? I think chips. Yeah. America, I don't know. What does America call them? Crisps or chips? I know America have French fries. We get your French fries here in like the takeaway places, you know, the fast food places like McDonald's and what's the other one? Burger King and KFC and all those guys. I think. I don't eat them, but I know that they have them. But I don't like French fries. Well, I never did when I did eat them because they're like all skinny and flimsy, and there's no sort of oomph to them. They've got no muscle. You know, chips here, South Africa. Okay, so chips we pretty much call everything. So you have crisps, like what England call crisps, which are potato chips or potato crisps. No fucking potato. Those. So we call those chips. The ones you buy in the packets from the store. And then what we also call chips is stuff that you get, you know, in restaurants or fast food places. But they're different to French fries. Our chips are thick and chunky, and they've got, like I said, they've got muscle to them. They've got body mass. They're not little skinny, little pathetic, floppy things. I mean, I don't know. I don't even eat them. I don't know why I care. But I was wondering, what do Americans call? Yeah, South Africa needs to have a. We just call everything chips, don't we? You can't say potato chips because they're all made of potato. So I mean, like, so they're French fries but beefed up. And I remember as a kid, I lived at one point. I lived in this small town out in the country. It was all farmlands and stuff, and we would go into the town, and there'd be this one little shop that would sell salt and vinegar chips. But I mean, it's these big, massive, chunky fries, and they're so soggy from the vinegar. They're all floppy. They don't stand up anymore, and they would wrap it up in paper, you know, with salt and with vinegar, and it was just, good grief, it was good. It was so delicious, and I loved. I mean, I'm skinny. I'm running around. I'm playing on the farm. I'm riding horses. I'm running. You know, you could afford the carbs, but that wasn't a very good base for a good diet for future. Yeah, really good. And then when I was in high school, there was a shop around the corner that would, during our lunch break, we'd go out there and get these, and they'd sell like bread rolls and stuff them with these chips, and then pour salt and vinegar all over them as well. And I mean, this is really healthy stuff. Great stuff for growing kids who need to learn. We were just throwing these things down, shoving them down our throats. Man, it was so good. So today I had a packet of, they're called Big Corn Bites, tomato flavor. Oof, yeah, they're good. They're so good. And I took my time. I didn't just wolf them down. I took my time and I savored every bite. It was so good. That was the highlight of my day. That and being able to lie down again. When I came back from the store, I came home and I removed my gloves and my mask and threw them away. Then I washed my hands for 25 seconds, I think. I gave it an extra 5. Then I unpacked all these bags. I mean, I spent an absolute fortune. I brought half the store home with me. I'm not hoarding. I only took what I needed, but enough to keep me going for like 2 weeks. So I don't have to leave the house again. But then I sanitized everything as I took them out the bag. Before I put them away, I sanitized them. Then I got in the shower and I sanitized myself from top to toe with antiseptic soap stuff. And the hair, the face, every little nook and cranny. I am clean. I'm telling you, if the virus gets in here, then that probably earns it. Just lying here and I'm tired. It's like I want to sleep. I'm tired. I'm exhausted, but my brain isn't switching off. But as long as I'm lying down and I feel okay, I'm actually feeling, I can feel now as I'm talking, I can feel like I'm getting sort of a bit, like oxygen deprived. I need to take deeper breaths. So I have a couple of questions here. Let's see. Which song would you like to have written? I don't know. Which song would I like to have written? I suppose it depends. I mean, it'd be a song that oh, I have a message. And another one. I love Wuthering Heights by Kate Bush. And I love that song. That really speaks to me. It always has since I was a teenager. Would I have liked to have written that? I don't know. You gotta wonder. I mean, would I have liked to have written a song that has great deep meaning that would have made a huge impact on people's lives? Or would you like to have written a song that was a one-hit wonder and made you another message? Everyone's messaging me. Let's see, what other questions do we have there? Ooh, interesting one. When did you first realize that your parents weren't perfect? The thing is, to me, my parents are perfect. They are. I know that they have faults like the rest of us. I don't know what they are, because I'm 43 years old and my parents are still perfect to me. I know none of us are perfect. We all have flaws, but for me, my parents are perfect. There's nothing wrong with them. Any other questions? What do you enjoy finding in other people? Oh, I like that. I like meeting people. I like talking to them. I like then leaving and never seeing them again. I find that quite interesting. I quite like that. You meet people, you chat, you talk, you get to know them, and then you never see them again. It's quite, yeah. I love hearing, that somebody eats a certain food the same way that I do. Yeah, I mean, there's the usual. You find out you both love the same music or you love the same movies or whatever. But little things that are different when you find in somebody else. So you find somebody who eats food a different way than other people do. I don't know, like, it's just quite cute. I love meeting people. I love getting to know them. Some you do want to keep in your life. Others are also nice to keep in your life but never see again, because it just makes that meeting kind of special. I've watched too much TV probably. So I think that's about it for this session. I might be back again, but I mean, it's locked on. So if you have questions, you're free, welcome. I'm trying to think. You can email them to me if you like. My email is blablafishpaster@gmail.com. If you have any questions you'd like me to answer, send them on through. If you'd like something, if you have something you'd like me to discuss, I'm happy to. Otherwise, I'll keep I've got a whole bunch of questions here that I can answer and discuss. I know today is not a very interesting one. Today I'm not feeling well, so it's kind of blah. And I've already gone on. I don't even know how long this has been going on for. I think now is a good time. Yeah, let's go get some coffee.